Tuesday, September 27th, 2020. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling fairy sedative illegally? The World Health Organization. Where should go? Sports tournament in space might only be a few decades away. Oh hey! Really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Chatting with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey Ifrit. Yo. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. Checking some other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. Okay. I think this will be just a different order. Add some latte art. Make it look almost like snow. Yeah. Here you go. Try this. Thank you. Tastes just like I asked. Too bad it's not it. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. Couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet her? Yeah. When this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarfs. Those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I interviewed. And vampires supposed to be, you know, tough. Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time, we didn't even know each other. But because this whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarfs could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they had been ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning I offered a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke, breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 80s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War vets. Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital in Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed... Hyde. Prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I won't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found new purpose in life, helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I choose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Ifrit, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time. I mean, lemon tea? Oh, we have to have it? Okay. I guess. Although, is there much we could do to increase mint? I'm trying to get the lines to match. Ooh. Mint and ginger. Serve it. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Yay. Guessing that's hides. Oh, and galas. Food, anything warm and made with ginger. Metal Maiden, books from Jarhead. Trying to heal myself by helping others people heal. The fact that I've been Bloodsoul for 10 years now. Model. Past. Stock trader, entrepreneur, veteran capitalist. Venture capitalist even, not veteran. Feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Ha, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I'm surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. No interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You look tired for it. How did it work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf sense. Right. I showed Ifrit my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. Please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away with work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admin in life going? That's not even a word for it. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the market hospital. Things like how much specialists cost and how much affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care, such as operations, I go through what we need to do and how much it will cost them. Kind of like a biz dev for people's lives. Then, you could say that. It sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people, like my friend here, only see it from a business perspective. Why do people really talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist, or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. As soon as you leave the doors, you just want to forget about it for a bit. I don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyways. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. You Needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hide? You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new, positions. Mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. If you find something you like doing... Besides, as I told you before, you fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better for you if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises when I'm doing this job. I think it makes perfect sense. He's comfortable where he is. He does the job well. And, you know, it suits him. Why change? Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It's nice chatting with you both. You gonna stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes there. See you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around, Ifrit. And you, Frey. Bye. Few weeks, so is Hyde going somewhere? You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. Talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously, do I have to retell this story? Yes. Come on. Not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Whoa. I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be in the front line. Still though. Why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to a medic? Not comfortable talking about it right now? You know, right? Are you trying to squeeze a story out of me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Frey. Wow, dick move. I won't go into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength, so he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But that was the only thing he could do, or at least that's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle? Hey, I didn't know all about that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person, that's all. Yeah, he's cool. Gala and Hyde are probably my favorite people in this game so far. And maybe, what's her face, the orc lady, the one that I can't say her name. After a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested you talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. No surprise there, but I kind of pushed him to do it. It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I had no idea what happened in this therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in life. He quit working for me, and so long after that, he started working at the hospital. So not long after that, I take it? So not long after that, yeah. And he's been work... Oh hey, spaceman. Good evening, sir, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. Nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Yes. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we don't really need trivial things like names to interact. Okay, I love how that is just his But from what I've learned here, it seems that the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling's effort in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name is Ifrit. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? Someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the army... The The album cover. No wonder it looks so familiar. So what were we doing? This place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let me order something from the barista. Or you'd like to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to tell the difference anyway. Yes. What if I can brew you a drink that make you feel something? Interesting premise, but we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Okay. Do we have anything? Warm. Cold evening. Maybe Midsummer's Night Dream? Sure, let's try that. Tea, lemon, honey. Because I'm pretty sure that's not one we served to a guest yet. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. What are you doing? Drinking? That's how they drink. Whoa, boy. You really are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. You can't be so sure with Freya. This definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We're travelers. Doing our job in space you call the Milky Way. What kind of job? We're tasked with a mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away? Wow. Turns out, perhaps exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling intact, old man? Not really. You have a valid... Wait, what? You have a valid point. We do not understand. But we're glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure is mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We're sorry, but that is classified information. Oh, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it's going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'll go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. I didn't, because she's always here. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'm only asleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard those terms before. Let's check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention some races live for very, very long times. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they could be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. Not really. Sadly. At least, that's what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case, but Earthlings are stupid. Yep. That's the easiest way to put it. We've learned much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can I become your boyfriend? You start by asking whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I'm single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people. But usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It could be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still a totally different language. Most women prefer if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? Something in a way to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the matron ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do you kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. Condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We're pretty flexible with that. But we cannot tell you the details, unless we agree to do the matron ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. I'm not so sure about that, especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. Neil's awesome. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh. We did not know that. Being born on Earth sure sounds difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you've given us today. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will we proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We're not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We're off now. Bye. Take care of your way, sir. For some reason, I would like to think that he moves with his arms stretched out. Right, he didn't quite... understand how to move the joints in his arms. Because I just imagine he's just like a gaseous form in there. At least that's how I'm envisioning it. That was really something, indeed. He said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but the date never came. And they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer Orc. Wow. I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. We can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman come back since I spoke to her last time? Miss Lure? Yeah, her. Oh. Showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. Yesterday. And Fur was being pretty nosy. To the point that Mr. Geller joined the discussion. My. You have a real knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Geller join a random conversation unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. So I'm off for the day. You leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well. It'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. Really don't care about business. Oh, I just noticed there's a missing pixel here. Or missing pixels, then we see the rain outside. That's what I kept seeing, something in the corner of my eye down here. I was like, kept trying to ignore it and not at the same time. But now I finally figured it out. Like, you got the rain outside, and occasionally it'll drop past these pixels, and these pixels aren't covered. Yes! I just feel happy that I figured out why I kept seeing something move in this corner. Okay. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Catch you in a week, hopefully. Sour and cold with a hint of home. Ooh.